Look at that beautiful sunset. I guess it'd probably be better over on this side. Anyway, we made it. She didn't take any damage, but some bug guts up on the tanks. Everything else rode good. We're still a mile away. There's a truck stop, Lamar Travel Center here in Lamar, Missouri, and it's actually pretty nice because they got the truck stop that's open 24/7. You got the DQ right here, and then you got the Walmart right there, which obviously parking's not an issue at that Walmart because you got all these people parked out here, and then on the other side of the building they're lined up like a truck stop. So yeah, I'm taking it that's a trucker friendly Walmart. But I lied to y'all on mileage earlier. This was only like 498 miles, and we didn't have to take a single detour, which was nice. Very nice. I loved it. It was just straight 74 up to 80, 80 over to 35, hit 35 south down to 435 in Kansas City, wrap around 435. Luckily, so they have a detour there in Kansas City from 4 to 6. And I hit 435 at 556. So technically I was 4 minutes early getting on 435 going around Kansas City, but oh well, we got through there. And then yeah, from 435 down to 49 straight to this exit, which I believe is 77 on 49 here in Lamar. But yeah, it was nice not having a single detour. And then on top of that, you know, we got the added little money on the Raycon for these little doohickeys right here, the little T-hooks, which like I said, I only needed 4, but they told me get 6 to 8, so I bought 8. That way they would reimburse me for 8, and then I have 8 of them, which them will actually come in handy because there's some other things that I haul that I could use them on. Now, kind of like that, I'm not sure if Super Trucker Dan picked that planter up from the Moline plant. I'm guessing he did, because I know he was up there by the Iowa 80. But the broker, or whoever he got that load from, told him that he needed T-hooks unless his hook this would fit in there. I almost guarantee you that hook would fit in there. That's a pretty decent opening right here. So most likely I wouldn't have needed them, but TQL said get them and we'll reimburse you, and it, you know, specifically said that on the Raycon too. So hope y'all liked some of the shots I was getting. That took a little time, you know, pulling over, moving the camera, going down the road, pulling over, moving the camera. So I got to give a big shout out to FSC that does that all the time. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. I think it's a little easier for him because he uses multiple cameras, whereas I'm just using this camera. So one other thing too, hear people gripe and complain about TQL all the time. They're cheap, which I do have to say, TQL is cheap. You know, there's a lot of stuff they post on the boards that we won't even call on. This was somewhat cheap. It was like $280 a mile. And I wouldn't haul this for $280 a mile. Not gonna happen. But I'm wondering why I don't have issues with them. When I call in, I'm able to work them up. I mean, this wasn't a rush job. And normally, if it's not a rush job, and you try to hit them at a higher price, they're just gonna flat out say, nope, you know, this is all we got. But yeah, I don't have issues with TQL. You know, I'm able to work them up. This one, I worked them up $700. The little mini excavators, I worked them up $1,000. That other load coming out of upstate New York, I worked them up like $800. And then on top of that, you know, one of the other big complaints is that they're check calls. They call you non-stop. In the last 9 months or so, 6 months, however long, you know, all the TQL loads that I've hauled, they don't ever call me. Like, flat out, never call me. I never get check calls. Like, I feel left out. You know, I don't know. They sent me a text message this morning asking if I got loaded. And that was it. And I didn't get back with them for like an hour and a half, but I never got a phone call. Now, I will say this. They will call you every day to every other day, seeing if you have a truck in a specific area. Even though, you know, like this load is a track load through. They give you the option of either the TQL dashboard or whatever it is, and macro point. I just did it through the TQL. Every time I'm tracked, as soon as I finish a load, I go into my settings, location services, find that application, and I turn location services off. So the calls that I get from TQL when I'm on the road asking if I have a truck in a specific location is generally nowhere near where I am. So I know they're not tracking me still. But yeah, I don't get phone calls from them, like never. And I called my dispatcher because before I said this on video, I wanted to ask him. I'm like, dude, are they calling you? And he's like, no, man, they don't call me. He said, the other guys that he dispatched, he said, man, I'll get like 3 or 4 calls a day asking where they are. But for some reason with you, I never hear from them. I don't know if that's because, you know, maybe I show in good standing on their system or what. I don't know. He says it's like, as far as like trying to bid up a load, you know, when he calls in on a load for one of the other drivers that he dispatches and tries to bid it up, he said, man, it's impossible to get them up any. And, you know, when I call you about a load and you tell me what to tell them that you want, they generally come back and say, okay. So, I don't know, maybe I need to start hitting them up at more. Like I said, you know, it may be because I'm in the system as a, I don't know, a good carrier, or being that I've hauled quite a few loads for them. I do know when when I first started, yeah, I got check calls all the time, even though I was tracked. But I don't know. But I got the old Jenny on the truck running with the AC going, cooling down the inside. which it was already cool because the AC on the truck's working. But I'm gonna run it over to DQ, get me something to eat, crawl into bed, try to edit a video, because today I posted the shower panel loads, the video hauling shower panels to the Holiday Inn, which was like last week. So I don't have no more videos ready to be uploaded, so I got to get to editing. But anyway, we're gonna call it a night. We'll see y'all when we get this unloaded in the morning. Y'all have a good one. Morning. We have made it. Land of John Deere. I'm gonna go check in here real quick and see where they want me. Thinking on this ramp over here, most likely. Anyway. Touch and go there for a minute. I'm sure y'all seen that in the video. Gapped the trailer with the brake set, and when it happened, you know, he stopped, pulled it forward, was able to get the that planter off the concrete. Luckily, the orange stops, like the support post, was the one that hit the concrete, nothing else. But he hopped out of the tractor, come over there and was like, anything get messed up? If so, we need to document it, showing that I messed it up. That the guy driving the tractor, not me. And we looked at everything was fine. No paint missing, nothing wrong. So all in all, I mean, it's okay. Wish that wouldn't happen, but like I said, I mean, it pushed everything forward. So, but anyway, we're gonna get out of here. We got to run down to run over to Oklahoma. I don't remember what town. Pick up some pipe, going to down to Texas, close to the house. So yeah, like I said, luckily nothing was damaged on the